Welcome back to my channel. It's Artasia Olivia. So today's video is just kind of a little girl chat or whatever. It's called Living on Your Own and Overcoming Homesickness. So let's get into it. So today's video is for my girlies that move out of their hometown to a whole new city or a whole new state or across the country. You know, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I moved to Atlanta, Georgia when I was 22 years old. And I've been here for almost 3 years now, and it's been amazing. Nothing short of amazing. I moved here to chase my dreams as a TV and filmmaker. So, I mean, I know how it can be when you first move away from home. You know, you're scared. You know, you're not used to being on your own. You're not used to being an adult. And I moved out when I was 18. I moved to Tallahassee, Florida to go to college for 4 years. And it was really good. It was a very good experience. But then when I turned 22, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. So I feel like college is still like this fake kind of world. You know, college is not really the real world. It's the real world, but it's not the real world, okay? So when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, I was like, okay, this is the real world. So, you know, I had to keep a roof over my head. I had to pay bills. You know, I couldn't depend on really my scholarships or my parents or nothing like that. So this is where it should get real. And I know all the feelings that you have. Like, you're just a little nervous that, you know, you won't be able to keep a roof over your head because you want to quit your job so much. Or, you know, you just miss being with other people. I did have roommates for a little bit up until I was 24. When I was 24, I didn't have any more roommates. Well, I didn't have roommates for a little bit when I moved here at 22, but I ended up getting roommates. But this is the longest time I haven't had any roommates. I'm 25 now, and sometimes it can just feel a little scary and overwhelming and lonely, especially if you're not like in a relationship or anything, and you don't have no roommates. Like, sometimes it can just be a little much. But over time, once you start getting used to your space and getting used to your environment, getting used to your neighborhood and getting a routine, you definitely start feeling more peaceful in your own space. And that's what helped me overcome that homesickness, was feeling comfortable in my space. And also another thing that helped me overcome my homesickness was, you know, calling my parents or calling my family, calling my friends from back home, and also visiting them back home every now and then. So if you move, you know, out of your hometown, and it's not just as easy to go to your parents' house by like driving 30 minutes away, 20 minutes away, 15 minutes away. Sometimes, you know, you just kind of have to space it out and say, okay, I'm gonna go back home this month, this year, or for this event, for this person's birthday, whatever, and just kind of put that in your calendar and make time for that. Because I feel like when you go back home, you're happy for a little bit, and then after a while it's like, I'm ready to go back to my own place, you know. And it's just such a blessing to have your own place. It's a blessing to have your own space. You know, you could be you, be yourself, no one's around. And I just feel like it's a really good and freeing feeling as you get older and as you become, you know, an adult. So it's very much worth it living on your own, I should say, and even moving out of your hometown, because sometimes when you're in your hometown, you're just stuck. It's like a ceiling, like you can't go as far as you like. I know with me, with TV and film, I'm trying to be a screenwriter, filmmaker, actress, and all that, director, producer, and that's not really a big market in Jacksonville. But when I moved to Atlanta, it's a hell of a market, you know. So I just indulge myself in those activities. I make myself busy. I work on my business, which is my production company, AOS Now Entertainment. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to me. Shout out to us. But you just indulge yourself in business. You make more friends. You get more experiences in the city. You go out with friends. You date. You do different things to keep your mind off of going back home, because I know so many people in their 20s that moved out of town and came right back, and I know that's not something you want to do, because you wouldn't move out of town, you just want to come right back, and that's definitely not something I want to do. And it's been times where I almost moved back because of various reasons. Like, it was this close when I almost moved back. Like, I literally had my U-Haul truck rented and ready to go. Like, it was crazy. But I feel like I'm meant to be here, and when you're meant to be somewhere, you know, you just learn to naturally overcome those sad feelings, those lonely feelings, and those depressed feelings, those anxiety, anxious feelings when you're meant to be somewhere. So I would just like pray on it. I definitely prayed a lot. Definitely, you know, listen to my good music and just make sure that my home was my safe haven, and I was in a position to grow in this new city. So this video is not going to be too long, but I just kind of wanted to touch on, you know, moving out of town at a young age and overcoming that homesickness. So I hope this can help somebody. Bye.